Boom. First week playoff matchup. We are here. I'm sick.
Playoffs.
Excuse my voice. We have some exciting things to talk about. Boyani, you did a great job last week, by the way, filling in. I could just tell by your face you were just so happy to be here. It's good to see. Good to see. First guest. Actually, Grizz is the official guest, but that's it. Before we open up the week, though, I think we should we'll let the commish kind of address a few things here, and then we'll get rolling into the usual show.
Yeah, we'll definitely wanted to address the situation with Tim. Very tough times that he's not with us right now. Wish he was. I'm definitely going to be sending him the link to this. Whether he's going to watch it, I don't know. I just hope that I speak for everyone when I say that I hope he comes back. We all want him back. Just won't be the same without him. So obviously, I mean, if you want him back, don't hesitate to send him a message and say like, hey man, we want you back. We understand that things were said and shit went down, and we just hope that we can, move past it and it'll be a better league in the end. So that's all I'll say about it. And also I'll apologize again for basically starting the whole thing, being short tempered or whatever, but we've already addressed that multiple times. So let's just move past it.
That's it. We definitely want him back, and the league's got to grow. The league will grow. Things like this happen. It's for the better of the league as long as it gets fixed.
That's what I'm hoping.
I think the chat, as a whole, we all have to do a better job of when there's an actual serious issue up there. Some of us like to make funny comments or jump on board. We're all it's almost cyberbullying to an extent. You know what I'm saying? So we all have to keep an open mind on that. I know we're all friends, but
as fun as it can be, it can also get the exact opposite of that really quickly when things aren't going that way. Right. We've seen it happen a few times.
No one wants,
especially once it gets to 3-4 on one, where the one person just feels like overwhelmed and.
Yeah, and some of the times it's recognition of that like the two of the 3 or 4 could be like fooling around, but to the one, you're not getting that you're kidding sense. But I mean, right. Obviously both sides apologize there with the whole deal, but we're trying to move forward, get better as a league and all that stuff, and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
I want all you guys in it. I want everyone that I picked from the beginning. That's who I want.
Absolutely, it wouldn't be the same without us.
Wouldn't be the same without the 10 of us. The original 10. But yeah, if we do have to replace them, like I said in the chat today, it's either going to be Scott, Papa G, or Sean Sheldon. So hope it doesn't come to that, but those are the 3 candidates right now. But without further ado, let's get into this pod.
Let's get it going.
Surprised that we're recording
honestly, you do, Timmy, if you're still watching, we all want to see where you're going to go in the draft now. You did this whole rebuild, and you left mid-rebuild, and you don't want to throw a new person in that situation because they got to learn. So, Tim, hopefully we get you back. But let's dabble in. Let's get it going.
Didn't think we were even going to get to record this one between you being sick, my work schedule, Grizz.
I was almost sleeping.
Grizz being too cheap to spring for a DVR, has to watch his show. Adopting 3-legged puppies or whatever he's doing over there.
Yeah, that's pretty much almost a sealed deal at this point.
That's pretty cool. But all right, let's dabble in here. All right. We had a couple quick matchups. We'll go quick here. Sam and Bubs. Bubs was, point wise on the verge of could not making playoffs, but it was more so seeding. Sam kind of took care of business there. Took Bubs out. You guys played each other. Grizz, you had that was your first like pretty solid week in a while. That was kind of nice to see. Perfect timing.
Feel good. Getting hot when you need to get hot.
Exactly. Hitch needed the win to get in the playoffs and some points there. Didn't happen, but I think if you're happy, you got to be happy with your team. I don't know if you guys want to chime in or if we should just move forward to playoffs.
No, it was pretty cut and dry. The only other game was Nikki. The only other game was Nikki and the artist formerly known as Goosey, aka Team 9.
Don't forget the game of the week for the number one overall. I saved that one for last. T9. But Boyani and I had a big week here. It was pretty much you have the first seed and you have the quote unquote easiest route to the finals, or you had the third spot and you got to play next week and then play Sam and then play whoever.
Man,
he just lost Wentz. He just lost
Wentz. Yeah, I know.
Wentz has
So
been
it's
lost
interesting.
for 2 months
It's
now.
interesting. You know, drunk me too.
But now you
Drunk
got
No, he did have some
Sunday.
good games, though. He did have some good games, but I mean,
He did have
recently
some
he's
good-
just
but
been
still.
awful.
But still, that's not fun. I mean, an
Who
injury
would
or
rather
anything.
play
and-
Wentz or Phillip Rivers?
Hey,
I mean,
sharp
see you
start
later.
last week. Rivers was the start last
It
week.
that was the start.
That was a
last
sharp
week.
play.
Fair, but you don't want to play him. At least not me. I'm not feeling confident playing Phillip Rivers.
I think the stat on
Right.
Rivers is like that he's never, maybe in the leagues with the 300-yard bonus, he's done it like once, maybe twice. But in leagues without 300-yard bonus, he's literally never scored 30 fantasy points, like maybe one time in like his.
And he's a
career.
gunslinger.
That I'm kind
right?
of surprised about,
Yeah,
just
like
because he's
like, dude, if you go pull up his game logs, the amount of times you'll see him to score 30 are like shockingly low.
He does play the Raiders, Houston, but then he plays Pitt, which would be the championship week, which is not what you want from old man
No.
Rivers. But all
is
right,
his
let's
play?
He's kind of been cooking despite his QBs, though. I mean, Nick Chubb has been solid.
Well, yeah, he's got a good team
Jacobs,
overall. Yeah.
I mean,
we'll dabble in. Look, Hitch still wants to give Boyani credit, but you two motherfuckers can't say, "Hey, Savini, you know,
bro,
we were
Dalvin
wrong.
got
You
there. It took him
won."
5
I
quarters.
outscored you
and
this
Aaron
week.
Jones
But he
was
still got
70
there.
yard-
I'm sorry.
5
I'm
quarters,
He still
bro.
got
Sorry,
there.
he played
A
an
win's a
extra
win.
quarter.
I first overall, and you still can't give me love on the
Aaron
pod.
Jones had like 10
Jeez.
before a 70-yard TD. He got the bonus, a
Jeez.
TD, and a 70-yard run.
Jeez,
16-point play.
Sorry for getting the job done.
Sorry.
You know, does it
We're
matter if you went on the
sorry.
last play or the first play? No. Whatever. Anyway, we'll get into a playoff bracket here. So Sam and I lock up the bye, even though my team's terrible and has to win on last plays of games.
It's okay.
And I have cracks. I have a lot of cracks, which don't we all? But mainly
show this week.
It's Grizz versus Nikki. Yeah, with the win because I won. Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be Grizz?
It wouldn't have beat me, Big Daddy.
The only one. That's the only one. All right, but anyway, Grizz versus Nikki.
Yeah, you wouldn't have beat Nicky either.
You know. All right, listen. I played a guy with 0. I was hammered by 4:00 and played a guy who had the flu.
That was
I'm
kind
not
of
even gonna get
surprising.
going.
Yeah, honestly, that you can't plan for.
Yeah.
Really? See, I usually if
would've
someone's
played
like
him,
6'6".
No way.
Oh, you would have?
I would have
would've
played him.
played him.
I did
He was
play him in
active.
a couple leagues. No
Yeah,
way.
it is what it
I mean,
is.
what
It
else
is
would
what
you?
it is.
What else were you gonna do? What were your other options?
Sitting him.
It was honestly going to be Marvin Jones because he had targets last week, so it would have been a bigger.
Oh, I
lose,
thought
but
you
I
played
got the
Marvin
win.
Jones. You didn't play
No,
Marvin?
no, I was going to play him instead of Hilaire because I didn't like. Sometimes when players are sick and they got Lev Bell, I'm like, he's not going to get a lot of work.
Yeah.
But your boy was half in the bag by like 4:30 Sunday, so it is. It's on vacation.
Well,
so
that's
it
all
is
right.
what
You
it is.
still eked it out, so no.
Yeah. It was like halftime. It was like halftime of the KC game, and I was like, wow. I was like, I'm gonna lose this game.
He had
but
0.
whatever. Dude, I'm like, he's
0.
not even. Yo, it's funny too because I'm sitting there watching it and he's not playing. I was like, I knew he wasn't gonna play. I knew he wasn't gonna get a lot of reps.
No,
and I knew
what got me is they're saying he's sick. They're showing him on a sideline with his helmet on in the cold weather. Like what kind of show is that? That doesn't make any sense either.
I know.
Like if I'm sick, I'm up in the box.
I know, and now fucking they say that Hill missed practice today with an illness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking he got sick too.
Edwards
Hey.
Helaire just spreading it all over.
Dude, Tyreek Hill, take the week off, bud. Take it off. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, take the week off. I don't need you. I don't need you.
I don't need Tyreek Hill to beat Chris in the draft,
easy.
so he can sit.
Oh, that's true.
We needed him last week.
All right, let's dabble into these two matchups, though. We got Grizz versus Nikki. Grizz team hitting some strides here. I don't know.
Nikki's is too. Nikki's is we're
Both of these teams. I'm excited for this one
at the right time. We're both
it's a good matchup. Let's go. I mean, you chime in, Grizz. It's your matchup here. What are you thinking? I know you both. You know, obviously good friends.
I mean,
you don't want to kick the other
Russell
out.
Wilson versus. I mean, I loved Russell Wilson versus. I mean, I like my quarterback matchups. I mean, I knew that going in.
You guys both have each other's redraft quarterbacks playing against each other.
Yes, so that'll be interesting. I mean, Lamar finally looked like 2019 Lamar for the first time that I can remember.
Not
this
passing,
year.
he didn't, but he's running at least.
Yeah, not passing.
No, his 2 touchdown passes. I mean,
the Hollywood one was nice. That was nice.
Hollywood
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and then Carson against the Jets. Gaskin, he's a solid RB2 going against KC.
He ran so bad last week. What did he have? Like 7 goal line carries and couldn't get in.
No,
he should have
he should have
sleptwalked into 25 points. Like, my God, he ran.
He was
bad
getting
last week.
I'm
not saying ran bad as in like playing bad. I'm saying ran bad
but,
from like his score should have been a higher score.
Yeah, he looks good on.
I think that was just like
bad.
You were just on the wrong side of variance that week. I think he's a good player, and I think
100%.
any other week he punches 1, probably 2 of those in, and he's like cooking with 27.
I agree.
Points.
I'm hoping they beef up their offensive line going into off next season for the next year.
Yeah, I think that we have like a really good passing Miami, good pass blocking line. So they just got to dial
looked
up
a little better.
Gaskins.
Yeah, Tua looked better too.
He shed the sling too this week.
Julio, Robert
finally.
Woods, and Amari Cooper. I like them. I mean, they're all. I mean, Robert Woods against New England. I don't see them trying to take out Woods. Probably be Cooper Kupp and or something like that. I mean, I guess maybe they try to shut down Woods instead of Kupp, but
this is the matchup for Cooper though against Cincy. Who baby?
Wait, what? Oh yeah, Cincy,
Amari Cooper.
So that should be. I think if he might be my big guy this week. And then Crowder versus Seattle. I mean, Seattle can't stop anybody, and then Crowder being a PPR guy.
Yeah,
Ingram's getting Daniel Jones back. So, I mean, I like my lineup. I mean, Julio Jones is, bulletproof. He's going to go up against any corner. So.
And he's going to be solid.
Yeah. And you go to Nitz, you go to Nicky. Baker Mayfield it's a division game against Baltimore, but Baker has been playing better, and Tannehill's going against Jacksonville.
No, Frenchie has got to be sick that he traded him now.
Oh yeah, he's got to be, because now he's got to go out there and
he's Baker, bro.
I mean, Kamara and Robinson I both like those running backs.
I don't think Breeze is back this week yet, though, so still.
Wait, who has been slinging? I'm confused. I zoned out. Baker? Are we talking about Baker?
Yeah, bro.
His one game that he slung this week? Oh, he did play this year.
And then he played against the Jags last week and had a pretty good game, too.
It's like that Kirk Cousins, that play-action offense, man. It's just like
Kevin Stefanski,
wide open receivers. Just wide open.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. A good system quarterback's a good system quarterback. Juju.
I mean, he had a lot of those weather games that were just like shitty.
He did.
I mean, actually, from what I remember, Logan Thomas has been deep. Yeah,
he had a good game last week. He had a good game.
He looks good.
And the week before that, he had 13 points. I mean, he's been doing decent. I mean,
Montgomery has been his biggest X factor. Montgomery has been like really game.
That'll be interesting this week because I'm playing against him, because I traded him for Robert Woods for Montgomery. So that'll be interesting. I might even put Robert Woods in my flex.
His last 2 weeks, he's played.
So they're next to each other.
I mean, he's crushing in soft matchups. Green Bay run defense sucks. Went for 100 on them. Detroit run defense sucks. Went for 17, 72, and 2 on them. Houston's run defense is awful. So, and that's who he's got this week. So,
what kills him is that he no longer has Will Fuller, and I hate Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, yikes!
Gross.
So in that sense, that's why I'm going to pick myself with a slight edge just because of that one player. Otherwise, I think it's pretty damn even.
I think it's really even.
I do too. But I think my decision is based off of Sammy Watkins. Yeah, that's
I'm not as confident in Russ right now. Like, I know they're playing the Jets, but like they just have not been letting him cook.
Well, you got to figure. Well, yeah, but you got to figure if Russ is either going to go off on the Jets or Chris Carson is. One of them are going to have. It's going to have a big game.
Yeah.
And the other one is going to have like a so-so game. Like either they're not both going to be duds against the Jets.
I think I'm going Grizz here. I think I like Grizz here.
I'm going Grizz by a good margin. I actually favor a lot on Grizz's side. I think he's dominating the quarterback side, even though Lamar and Russ haven't looked that good. I think the matchups are there. Tannehill, I do like Tanny, but Baker versus Baltimore, yikes there.
That could be iffy. Yeah, that could go bad.
And then look at Kamara with Taysom Hill under center, man. He's not doing what Kamara does. He's had 6 points and 17 points.
Just not throwing the ball.
Not awful.
He's not getting the PPR work.
So I'm giving a big boost though on a quarterback to Grizz. I think I like the Carson versus the Jets. I like Gaskins versus KC. That's a close one there. Juju, what are you going to get this week from Juju? He did look a little promising, but there's so many mouths to feed in that offense, man. Yeah. Who's going to get it is really what it comes down to. Sammy, no. Anderson, is he going to hit that big play or not really? Logan Thomas is probably going to see some good shares. I can watch
had 3 catches for 3 yards. Week. He's like the 5th receiving option on that offense.
It's crazy. But I love the Julio. I love the Robert Woods. Amari should see his. Crowder PPR guy versus Seattle should be good. Montgomery looked good, but I just like the upside. There's a lot more question marks, I'd say, on Nicky's side. Plus, I really don't like the Baker versus Baltimore and Lamar versus Cleveland. I like I'm giving Grizz. I think it's a favorable matchup on Grizz's end. I do.
The Grizzlies.
If I win, whoever wins plays you.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be.
You better do better than your 4.
That will be a fun show next week. If
better than my 4.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a fun show next week if you guys are playing each other.
Yeah, well.
You're such a shit
we'll take that when we get it.
Wait. Do we lose Ant?
No.
Yep.
Oh, his camera went out for a sec.
Yeah.
He
had to shed some tears. He's getting nervous.
Yeah.
Some shit. I don't know.
Next matchup. What am I getting nervous for, dude? I don't even. We got
what are you sick like a lair?
Boyani versus Bubs. Yeah, pretty much. Clyde gave it to me. Boyani versus Bubs. The 137 projection for 149.96. What do you guys?
Bubs did not want this. Bubs has got to run the gauntlet if he were to win this year. He has to run through Boyani, and then Sam, and then whoever championship.
Probably not my team.
Probably not.
I'm not. It's not that good. Yeah, cracks all over the place.
Clyde, give me your zeros. Let's see here. There it is. Big P. Philip Rivers.
P. Rivers.
P. Rivers. At least he's playing. At least he's got him going against Las Vegas.
Oh, it's a great matchup.
Yeah.
And Rivers has not been like a guy that's like really shit the bed, too many times. He's had a couple, iffy games here and there, but he's been between 18 and 22 these last 4 weeks. So,
which in Brian's case, it doesn't kill him. Well, no, it's because
he's not going to get you 30. He's not getting.
That's not his. Yeah, he was. Yeah, well, that's his strength is his wide receivers. He's got Michael Thomas, Thielen, Keenan Allen, Kelsey. Like that, if Phil Rivers can get him 18 to 20 points, he's happy. Now Ryan, 18 to 20 points, he's happy.
Yep.
He's got such boom potential, all over the place outside of quarterbacks.
What's going on with Kyler? He's still not 100% healthy, right? So you got to figure Hopkins is still going to be.
If they're not letting him run, then he's obviously not healthy, because that's what he does best, and that's what makes that offense good. If he's not running, that offense sucks. That's literally the whole offense.
That's it. Literally. It just keeps the defense on their heels, man. You just don't. You don't know what to defend,
Yeah. So, Hopkins can still boom, because he's gonna get 10 targets and.
Right. Yes. He still has that. Still has that ceiling and everything.
Oh yeah.
Kyler's still out there.
Exactly.
Short PPR work. Probably with T. Higgins. I'm going with Boyani.
Stone nuts matchup for Higgins though. Dallas.
It is, but it's like the quarterback situation. You'd really same thing with the Chark quarterback situation at this point.
Yeah, just a tough Tough draw.
I mean, he's got Duke Johnson, or is that Duke or David?
Please tell me you're fucking joking.
So they're both on the team as David. I didn't know if David Johnson was healthy again. I know he got hurt there. So
yes, he came off IR last week. Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I'm staring.
We can't make that mistake again. Live on air.
Is it Duke or David?
It's David. He came off IR last week.
Thank God the Goose is going to be here for that one, huh? We want to let you live that.
He had 2 carries for 16. He had 2 carries for 16 yards and 1 target last week.
But he's up against Chicago's defense, and he's not. And David Johnson's, to me, he's nothing special really.
He's up against himself because he can't. I mean, he had 3 opportunities last week, so
who?
David Johnson, he had 2 carries.
What? Bro, he had 10. He had 10 carries and he had 2 targets. He had a touchdown last week.
David Johnson.
Yeah, he had 10 points.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong game. My bad.
He was looking at Duke. He was probably looking at Duke.
No, I was looking at when I clicked on the button.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Went to his
he was hurt and there was the gap. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see.
He got him 10 points. He got him 10 points last week. So
with a touchdown.
I don't know. I just think Adams' team at this point is too banged up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Higgins, and he could still pull it off if Brian's team doesn't produce.
He's got enough boom there, and Melvin Gordon boomed last week. Again, Carolina's run defense sucks, so I mean, he's got some pop potential there.
I think if both teams hit their ceilings, Brian probably obviously wins, but I think Adam's still obviously in it, and I just think his team's a little banged up. Where I think I got to go with Brian. If I had to pick a team.
Hopkins isn't going to do shit this week, according to Sam Wojcicki, because James Bradbury is the new Darrelle Revis.
Yeah, and Sam knows all. You know that.
Always does. Because all the podcasts, on his walks delivering the mail, he's always studying up on all of it. That's it.
He's Mr.
Yeah, Study. I'm going Boyani here. You can consider the QBs as a wash necessity, almost.
Yeah, that's how I look.
I just think Boyani just has way more boom with the Thomas, Thielen, Kelsey, Allen. Obviously, Higgins worries me now with no Burrow, so you never know. But he could obviously be solid, right?
He's still being targeted.
Henry could be solid. Chark could be solid.
Such a good matchup for Higgins.
Diggs and Hopkins can boom. Just 2 alphas right there, and
alphas.
Melvin looked good, but I got to give the favorable matchup to Boyani here.
Yeah, I'll give it to Brian too, but I mean, Bubs definitely is not out of it by any means. He's definitely
no one is.
Bubs told me he didn't want the 6th seed because he didn't have to run the gauntlet. He goes, if I have to get the 6th seed, I'd rather just not make the playoffs.
Right, and I mean that wouldn't happen because
Garrett caught on to that early.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that created a shit storm.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary.
Hope you get your 101.
Way to be a little pussy and not.
I hope he gets to 104. I hope he gets to 104.
Oh my God, that's if the fantasy gods paid attention to this league.
He won't. It's Garrett.
No.
Gary's gonna get the 101.
He's gonna get the 101.
That's his luck. That is his
102, I think.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next game, buddy?
No, next games. That's it, bro. We're playoff only. We got 2.
Playoff only.
We got.
I know you're thinking we're missing. It feels like there should be others, but what happens, Grizz? You get bye weeks when you finish in the top 2. Okay. But sometimes when you have shitty teams, you can still get bye weeks. You understand because I think redraft last year, your team just was shit, and you got that. You should understand, but it happens.
My team was shit.
Beat
everybody else. Beat 11 other teams.
David. I don't know.
I don't know. A shitty team doesn't beat out 11 other people.
Well, you got to beat Nikki this week, Chris, because you're definitely leaving in the first round of redraft. That's for sure.
That's gonna be fun. Are you guys gonna be at the mansion together?
No, I'm making my return to the mansion after Christmas.
Yeah, championship week. Hitch will be back. You coming, Savini?
Nice. For when? This Sunday?
No, not till Sunday after Christmas.
We don't believe in COVID, so you're more than welcome to come.
Well, legally, I know, unless my test comes back.
You know what? Have Allie put you in a goddamn trunk, and then sneak you over here. We'll put you in the garage. Open up the trunk, let you out. No one will even know.
And I'll be free.
Jesus Christ, you fucking pansy. Mr. Clyde.
You agree you don't leave your house until you get a negative test. And if you don't, you pay $10,000. So if you want to send me If you want to send me the 10,000, I'll hold it in escrow. Okay. Whatever. Goodbye, guys. I'm out.
See ya.
I'm gonna go take my NyQuil and go to bed. It's been real.
Peace.